Hello everyone and welcome back to the Trailblazer League. In the last episode I got some pretty massive gear upgrades ending with the Abyssal Whip here, and I really want to take it and go try out some bosses. In addition, I know these videos are a bit behind, but I'm recording this on the 5th, and on today an update just came out that made it a little easier to do God War's Dungeon. But before I go there and try out some of the bosses, I'm 5 tasks away from my final area, and I know there's some things in Fremnik that would really help with PVM, so I'm gonna see if I can unlock this real quick and we can get some of those upgrades first. There are a lot of quests that auto-complete with Fremnik, so I had to make sure I finished heroes before then, because, well, it's not that big of a deal, but there's a lot of experience drops from this quest. So, let's see, do I get any levels? There's a combat level, attack level, range level. So yeah, it's not that important, but I mean, it's free experience and it's a pretty easy quest. But on top of that, it also means I can go in here and the Dragon Battle Axe might actually be kind of cool, although with I think it's the same as the Super Strength, so it's not that big of a deal. I think there's a task for killing that dragon, although it's currently taking on this world. But the thing I'm interested in is, or I think that's a diary task, not a league task. But, yeah, I'm interested in getting this Glory Hero charge, because you need to complete Hero's Quest to charge them, even if you had something like a Dragonstone Jewelry Scroll. So, with this, ta-da, I now have the effect for mining, which will be nice, a league task, and I have an Edgeville teleport at last, and Drainer, which is honestly really helpful. I decided to come farm the Angler outfit for a couple of reasons. One, because it is a task to equip the full set, and two, because I really need a better source of food. I kind of ran out of food while killing Abyssal Demons, and if I want to do bossing, I really should have something like sharks. Ideally, sharks and Karambwans. So with the Angler outfit, I should be able to access minnows, unless you can't boost for minnows. Actually, yeah, minnows. So I'm going to see if I can get to it with my boosted fishing. If not, I might need to get 82. But at least I got the Angler outfit and the task for that. And it seems boosted stats don't work for minnows. I thought that'd be the case. Oh well, I guess I should go to Taibawana Trio and start fishing Karambwans then. And there is Taibawana Trio. I can now claim some of these rewards off the brothers in the village and catch Karambwans, which is the most important thing, because this is probably going to be the best food I get until I get my fishing high enough to get minnows. And there is the league task for catching 100 Karambwans. There also is one for cooking them, but I might hold off a bit on that. But I would like to go get a task done to unlock Fremnik before spending a bunch of time fishing. While doing a bit more fishing, I managed to get a medium casket, and it has... Oh wow, that's another fair amount of uniques, but nothing that notable. Oh, never mind. I got the 5 mediums in the... the 5 mediums in the collection log task, which now gives me enough points to unlock the final region. Not how I was expecting to do it, but if we go to areas, the final region is Fremnik, and this is because it unlocks a lot of stuff. It actually doesn't have a ton of, bossing itself aside from Vorkaf and DKs, but the reason I want it is also because it unlocks Dragon Slayer 2, and I like doing dragon-related content, so, definitely helpful in that regard. So there we are, the Fremnik region is unlocked, and there's a ton I need to do there, quests, diaries, and more. So let's just see what I get into first. The first thing I ended up doing was finishing Recipe for Disaster. So if I use this on here, there's the last part I can do, because I need Desert for Evil Dave. So now I have the best RFD gloves available in League, Rune Gloves. Now, the Regen Bracelet is a little weaker, but does have the double health effect, so it might be a little better in some situations due to that, because I do have the 4 times health regen with my relic. But Rune Gloves are, the best in slots, so yeah. It's nice to have Rune Gloves, and it looks a lot better with the armor than Adamant. The next thing I want to do is to enter the Myths Guild, because I believe that is a task, yep. But I also can go right ahead and buy a Myths Cape, which is a pretty big upgrade. I mean, it's not as good as a Fire Cape, but I don't have a Fire Cape yet, and I'm not planning to get a Fire Cape anytime soon, or at least not this episode. I think this guy sells it. So, yeah, a Myths Cape. It costs 10k, but is definitely worth it. So, if I put it on, the main thing is it has a 1 strength bonus on it, which isn't a big deal, but it's like +4, or not 4, +8 total defense with a 1 strength, and also the crush bonus if I get a crush weapon. So yeah, and also I have the other shops here, the portals here, and the range down here as well, and also access to the Legends Guild. Part of the reason I put off trading range is because I want to wait to get an accumulator, because yeah, that helps a lot with range, and that also kind of wraps up the easy-to-get upgrades from the Fremnik region, although I also am going to go grab cooking gauntlets, because that will help a lot if I go cook sharks. Whoops, I accidentally completed all of the Karam Jahar tasks, but I went to cook some carob bonds, because that's my last task. I think I still do have one medium task, though, to hunt the pitfall creature, the Grok, or however you pronounce it. And this should be the last step of the Karamja Medium Diary. Although before I claim those rewards, well, one, there's a task for getting a full set of this outfit, so I'll probably do that while I'm here. But I also think I'm just going to do some quests, because I'd like to complete a bunch of the diaries at once, and a couple of them need quests still. But the Lumbridge Diary is one that I'm a little worried about. Because for that one, I need to get 100 tiers in Tears the Guthix in one time. And I do have a good bit of quest points, especially since Fremnik bumped it up. But I think it would be worth doing a whole bunch of quick quests real quick. Like, I can still do Corsair Cove, Pirate's Treasure, Witch's Potion, and a bunch of other ones. So I feel it's worth doing them to get as many quest points as I can. Because the more quest points you have, the longer you can spend in the cave. And if I don't get the 100 tiers, I have to wait an entire week to do it again. Which is not good in a 2-month-long game mode. On my way to do Eagle's Peak, I got a little distracted. I came up here and hunted a cat, which was the task of the Fremnik Diary and Leagues. But I also remembered I had this clue scroll, and is this a casket? No. Where does it go now? Okay, we can do that one. I need to go buy the spear and the hat, but I can do that, and this should be the 5th step. So there still is a chance it can have one more, but they supposedly removed the Zaya steps. So I'll see if I can get that done in between working on Eagle's Peak. I completed a couple more tasks before coming here, but is this the casket? Oh, come on. Please don't make me do all this for nothing. Crandor, I can actually do that. We got a hard casket. And there is my first hard casket on the league. Might as well just open it. I mean, Black Dragonite Body's new for me because I don't have the level yet, and it is a unique item, so, I mean, it's League task anyway. Oh, and Firelighters. I actually need that because Colored Logs is an easy task, and I haven't got any so far. So, I don't know, overall a pretty nice clue, where I'm just glad I was able to complete it at least. And there is the last task of the Western Province Medium Diary, which is as far as I can go in that diary. However, before claiming the rewards like I originally planned for the diaries I completed, it would be nice if I could also do Fremnik, since I now have that. While working on the diary, I decided to complete Olaf's quest, and there should be a decent bit of defense experience. Yep, 75 defense, which is actually notable if I get, like, Dragonfire Shield or something. And there is the Giant Dwarf completed, which I don't think is a task, but it's needed for a lot of other quests. And there is Royal Trouble completed for another League task. I'm also getting close to 200 quest points, so I think what I'm going to do now is go finish up Forgettable Tale, because I had that growing to finish that. And then I'm going to work on doing Fremnik Isles so I can upgrade this helm into something a little nicer. And there is the Fremnik Isles completed, which not only got some experience there, as well as a lot of experience I put in strength, but the Helm of Nitiznat, which, oh, I didn't even know that was a task. But yeah, this is going to be my best in slot helm for a while, until I can upgrade to a face guard anyway, which needs another quest. But definitely a very nice helm upgrade to improve, well, my normal gear, not this gear. And way better than the Room Bucket helm. The medium Fremnik Diary requires you to go from Waterbirth to the Lighthouse, but I figured I might as well kill the Dagonloth Kings while I'm down here because that's an elite task anyway. So I did a few things to prepare for this. The first is I went and killed more skeletal wyverns on task. I ended up getting a dragon spear, 2 granite legs, and 2 granite skirts. Still no dragon legs, unfortunately, but that got me a lot of alkables, which I used to get an upgraded Iban's staff. Now that costs like 400k, but it is going to be my best magic weapon until I eventually get a trident. And then I went and trained on ammonite traps so I could get a rune crossbow, and ended up staying there for 70 so I could use black dragon hide. And I also made some enchanted diamond bolts. And in the process, I also got a bunch of league tasks for red dragon hide, black dragon hide, rune crossbow, and iron staff. So now I'm down here, and I'm going to see how many I can kill. I'm not planning to stay and farm a whole bunch, but I at least want to see if I can kill one of each, so let's hope this goes well. Oh my god, I actually got a ring. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be cool if I got like an archer's? And there's an archer's. So yeah, I did kind of refine my strategy a bit. I'm just going over here and killing Rex and Supreme, because I can teleport out to get a prime off of me. And then, you know, bank, recharge my prayer, etc. And then just teleport right back in and kill Rex, because the prime kills were just going too slow. But yeah, an archer's, that is an amazing item to get. It would be really nice if I could also snag a berserker ring or a warrior ring even. Okay, so that's very good. To be fair, the drop rate here is 1 in 42 for the rings and, well, all the drops. But archer's ring on, was it 5kc, and now berserker ring? Also, is there a task for equipping it? There is. There probably was one for the archer's ring, too. I feel like I probably should just leave now and do the medium diary task. I would like to kill more of them. I would love to get the dragon axe and the other drops for tasks, but those are like the two biggest drops to get from Dagannoth Kings. And yeah, I already got them. After finishing the Fremnik Medium Diary, I did a bunch of really small and quick quests like Corsair's Cove, X Marks the Spot, Witch's Potion, etc. And now I have over 200 quest points. So hopefully I can get 100 tiers and tiers of Gothics. Because if I don't, I have to wait another week to finish the Lumbridge Hard Diary. So fingers crossed. And here we have it. 133 tiers and wow, 100k runecrafting experience. Well, I guess I probably didn't need as many quest points as I did, but still, I managed to do it, and now that's the Lumbridge Hard Diary completed. And with the Lumbridge Hard Diary completed, I went around and claimed all the rewards for the other diaries I previously completed, and that left me with a lot of experience lamps, as well as several upgraded items with some notable perks, like the Cabbage Port and the Aux on the Ring, the Motherlode Mine shortcut from Falador, the Shiloh Skipping Stones is actually a league task, and also the Gem Mine will be very helpful, and Fremnik gave access to the Troll Stronghold Roof shortcut, as well as Tan Leather and Recharged Dragonstone on Lunars, and the Teleport, although that's limited at the moment. Now, the question is, what do I want to put these lamps into? Because there's 4 skills I really want to level. The first is Prayer, to get to 70 for Piety, but I do actually have enough bones banked if I get a Gilded Altar anyway, so I'm not sure if I really want to put experience into that or how much I want to prioritize Prayer. Runecrafting and Smithing are 2 skills that are kinda hard to train, and that I do need higher for other diaries and such. And Herblore is just one that's hard to train in general, though there's really not that many potions I still want to make. Like, Super Antivirus is like the only thing I'm really going for, and I don't even need them that badly. So I'll need to think over where I want to put these lamps into. It'd probably be spread across those skills to some extent. So right after the last clip, I put a lamp into Herblore and got base 60s, and that made me realize I'm being a bit stupid using lamps now, because I'm only 500 points off the final relic, which ups the experience modifier even more. So I decided to go ahead and try to get this final relic with all these lamps in my inventory, because there's a few other tasks, like 50 law runes here, that I should be able to complete pretty easily. So let's see if we can get these last 400 or so points. Here is an easy 150 points for defeating an ancient wyvern because it counts as a fossil wyvern, and another 2 easy tasks. Actually, I thought those were medium tasks, not hard tasks, but crossing the Shiloh River and filling a stash unit. And for the final task to bring me exactly to 1500 points, or 15k points I should say, is kill a cockatrice. And this is also the second to last of all the easy tasks. Apparently I missed one of the general ones. But yeah, now I can unlock the final relic. And originally I wanted to go Draining Strikes, because the passive heal for restoration of prayer and health does seem like something that would appeal to me. Exploding attacks is too limited because it only works in multi, even if it is a very cool AoE. Just to kind of go back a step, all of these increase accuracy and damage by 10% for all styles and then have an additional effect. Exploding attacks gives an AoE to all your attacks, which is awesome, but it doesn't work on already AoE attacks and it only works in multi, which is kind of limited. Training Strikes makes a 50% chance you heal 10% of the damage you deal to prayer and health. And Weapon Specialist makes all special attacks only cost 20%, or if they were more than 20%, they only cost 20%, and you gain your special attack back faster. So, originally I did want to go Draining Strikes, but the reason I decided against this is because it's just so boring. Constantly having, 1 or 2 health every attack just isn't an exciting mechanic, even if it is helpful. But Weapon Specialist is far more unique. It allows you to do things you normally can't do, and it's just more fun to have more special attacks. So that's my choice. Maybe not the best reasoning, but that's what I picked. So that is all the relics, and now I have a 16 times experience modifier to use these lamps. I used the lamps to get 70 rune crafting and 75 smithing, and that's because I want to do a few elite diaries. Like that one, which is also another task for 50 Astral Runes. But yeah, I wanted the Fremnik Elite to note the Dagannoth bones for farming Dagannoth Kings. In retrospect, that's not that big of a deal. Because, I could just recall in and out. So, I don't know, but it still will be nice to stack up Dagannoth bones, which will help for past 70 prayer training. But now we teleport back here, I can claim the Elite Diary Lamp. And I actually was debating on what I want to put this into, but I realized that's a little silly, because it's going to have a bit of a domino effect now, because with this lamp, I can put it into smithing and get a huge 800k experience drop, which takes me to 80 smithing, which means I can now do all the other smithing diaries, including the next one I'm about to do. And here is the Lumbridge Elite Diary. Now this is one I really did want, because now I can use fairy rings without the staff, and I don't know, it's been kind of annoying to have to bring the staff around after being so used to not needing it in the main game. Also, this diary's 800k experience lamp will go into Herblore and jump me up to 77, and yeah, I think that's, I don't know, there is still some stuff I need. Ideally, I do need to get a bit higher so I can get super combats and super antifiers still, but my Herblore smithing and rune crafting are all about where as good as they need to be now, and there still are a couple other elite diaries I'll get to in the future. It's the next day now, and I'm still really tired because I was up late doing all that diary stuff last night, but I said I wanted to do some balsing in this episode, and I still want to do more balsing, so I spent the morning catching currambons and cooking them and sharks, and now I have a decent bit of food. So if I put on my book here and use my recall orb back, or recall orb, like I said, tired, I got the KC for all the God War dungeon bosses, so let's see how this goes. Okay, there's the first Bandos kill for... oh god, I might die. Snapdragon Seed! But yeah, so they changed it so your God Wars dungeon kills don't get drained. So even though I'm in an instance, I can just leave the instance. I should probably change to magic. I can just leave the instance, go back to the Mist Guild, restock, recharge my prayer, and then, oh, well that's good, and come right back. But yeah, with the boosted drop rates here, it shouldn't be that hard to get loot. So hopefully I can snag the Bandos God Sword, because that's really, really strong for my relic. But one blade towards it at least. And, well, I probably won't show a clip for every kill, but let's see if I can pick up at least one Bandos unique. It'd be very nice to get some of the Bandos armor, especially so I don't have to use the book to get in here. Oh wow, so on my 7th kill, we got Tassets, which I'm pretty sure is a task, and it is a really, really big upgrade over the Dragon Skirt. I guess this also means I don't need to go for Dragon Legs anymore. But yeah, a very nice way to start off Bandos. And the very next kill, we get a new Godsword Shard. Oh, that kill was really, really rough on my supplies. But yeah, just one more Godsword Shard and we can make the blade. And hopefully we can pick up the hilt, although after that Tacet luck, I'm not expecting a hilt anytime soon. Well, that message is not a good sign considering I've been playing since I got up. But, yeah, a God Sword Shard 3. I think, yeah, that's a duplicate. I need the God Sword Shard 1 to finish the blade. But still, very good luck for how little KC I have. I just got to 25 Grottor kills, and I think this is where I'll be calling it for the episode. I did get pretty lucky with Tacits early on, as well as 2 God Sword Shards, but I feel like, yeah, I think it's good to take a break before grinding a whole bunch more, and also to restock a bit on supplies, because that did burn through a lot of my Sharks and Karum bonds, or I don't know, still enough to do more, but I feel like it's better to save it for next time. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. We got some pretty nice gear upgrades and a lot of stuff done in the final region, as well as the final relic. I still do need to imbue this ring, though. It just costs a lot of money. But in the next episode, hopefully we'll be able to focus a lot more on balsing now that all the regions, relics, and most of the diaries are done. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and until next time, goodbye.